Hey guys, Shaggy's Ideas here, and today I'm gonna be telling you my experience with my car crash. What the heck happened? It's mostly an explanation of what happened next. The story that I don't remember, but I was told by the guy that saved me. Now I feel like it's been a very interesting experience. So it's definitely going to be a bumpy road. Very interesting. So stick around. So what the heck happened to me? In summary, I broke my femur, my left femur, my left side of the jaw, and I burned mostly my legs. Thankfully, I'm still keeping my nuts. Just playing around, just showing my wacky side like usual sometimes. But on a serious note, mostly just my legs, thankfully. So let me explain what happened. So just driving home actually. I remember the next day I worked actually, and I was kind of far away from home at the time. It was very late at night, and I don't know if I fell asleep or if I didn't see the turn or something. It was a very dark road, like extremely dark, like sketchy dark. I'm gonna tell you straight up, all I really remember is two things about the car crash. Two things. Like the image of me trying to control the steering wheel, but like if my soul was looking at my body doing that, you know, if that makes sense? You know? Like, it's not like I was looking at me turning the steering wheel. No, it's like I saw my body turning the steering wheel. So yeah. Just like a 2-second image of that. And the other thing I remember was the feeling. It wasn't even the image, the feeling of my legs burning. Horrible. It was horrible. It was insane. But I don't remember the fire burning right next to me. I don't remember the pain of my leg breaking, or how did my leg break, or anything like that. So apparently I hit this giant wooden I'm just gonna put a translation on the screen. Un poste. I hit a poste. Alright, that's in Spanish. A giant wooden thing. So I hit like two of those. Somehow my door didn't get slammed inside. Like, you know, usually when you hit like something with the side of the door, it's gonna, you know, the door is gonna get inside the car, you know, pushing me more inside. But no, the door just flew off, thankfully. Like, everything went on my favor, and that's just God, man. Like, honestly, you know, God is good, even though we're bad sometimes. But God is good, you know. I could testify that, you know. You could believe what you want, but that's what I believe in wholeheartedly. But the door flew away. It flew out. The car started turning on in fire. I don't remember any of this. I was unconscious. I was with my leg broken. I'm guessing at that moment, you know, when I already was like crashed and the car was like just there in the corner. The car started turning on the passenger side. Thank God it was the passenger side, because if it was the driver's side, which is where I got the hit, I don't know why I turned on the other side, but not complaining. If not, you know, like right now I'm just like, you know, like extra crispy, slightly crispy, but I would have been extra crispy, like dark crispy, had it been on the driver's side first. But it just started on the passenger side. You know, thankfully, again. And honestly, like, with my broken leg, with my apparently fire right next to me, and I'm guessing, you know, I obviously felt it because like my legs got burned to the point where I felt it even though I was unconscious, even though I was conscious, kind of. So let me explain. Apparently, somehow, with my broken femur leg and my leg twisted up and stuff, and burned, and bleeding, and whatnot, apparently, the guy that saved me, he saw me that I was crawling all the way to the end of the car. I don't remember this. Like, look, let me tell you something. The survival instinct is so incredible, and like, man, like, God uses many things and everything went to my favor. It doesn't matter what survival instinct I had. There was no way I was getting out of that door had it slammed inside. But everything went on my favor, and it made it possible for me to use that wonderful, beautiful survival instinct that God put in us. And apparently, I was conscious, but apparently I was also unconscious, kind of. So let me explain. I don't remember. That's to the point. I don't remember any of this. So I'm just telling you the two images I remember and the story of the person that saved me, which is insane. So one of the first things I tell him, apparently when I see him with my semi-conscious mind, is, help me, I work tomorrow. Do you think I'm gonna be thinking about work when I'm like seeing fire right next to me and my car's like broken down and stuff? I would have been in pain. Like, that was one of the first things I told them. Oh, and I didn't even tell them, oh, my legs are burning. No, I told them I'm feeling ants in my legs or something like that. That's like one of the, like, that's like one of the first to second things I told them. Like, help me, I got work tomorrow. What? Hell no. I'm sorry, but no. Do you think I'm gonna be thinking about work? Hell no. But yeah, so apparently I answered him some questions. I told him where I lived. I told him where I worked, and he asked for a number so he could call. You know, like, he was actually not a cop, but, you know, some kind of security kind of thing. So, you know, luckily he was passing by at that time, which, by the way, he had all day to do what he was going to do, but for whatever reason, he just happened to want to do it at that time at night and then be going on his way home when that car crash happened. So everything happened exactly in my favor, because if he hadn't have passed, when he pulled me to his car from where I was, if he would have pulled me, like, if he wouldn't have come, I would have probably been burned to a crisp or dead by just the heat and the blood loss. Because right when he pulled me to his car, right, my car burned up fully, and I'll put like an image up on the screen or something, and I'll show you a before and after of that car. That car was from 1996. It had less than 100 miles. That was my baby girl. That was my baby girl. My baby girl looking like a granny right now, and, you know, like, you know, it's sad, but I'm just glad I'm alive, thankfully. Still gonna miss my baby girl. Yeah, I'm really gonna miss my baby girl. Super gonna. But I'm alive, thankfully. And this is the thing, I only broke my femur. Like, if you look at the car and how it ended up, I only broke my femur once. My femur broke straight. It didn't break like in multiple pieces, thankfully, for some reason, even though the car crash looks like my leg should have broken easily. The bone, like my femur, should have broken at least twice, at least, just with the images. You know, maybe, you know, the muscle I had and stuff, because I'm muscular, right? And I think just that day in the morning, a client where I work literally said, oh, you exercise, right? Yeah, I noticed on your legs. And I'm like, yes. Like, if my femur would have broken pointy, with a pointy edge, oh, that, it doesn't matter how much muscle you got, easily it would have ripped through my flesh and cut out of my body. But my bone stayed inside of my body, and since it didn't get pointy, and apparently the muscles held it in, thankfully. Thank God. So yeah, My jaw, it just broke a slight bit. They didn't even have to like operate it. Thankfully, it was just like a little side of my jaw around, I'm guessing around here, not like at the edge. But it would have been much worse had it been my cheekbone or something, you know, or like broken my jaw in multiple pieces or something. So thank God. And my burns, they were pretty, to me, they're pretty insane, because I've never gotten burned like that before. You know, I've gotten burned, but like, you know, it was nasty. It still is, but it's like way better. And I'll show you a now picture of my burns, but I'll show you ones in the beginning. Oh my gosh, great progress. But yeah, like I said in another video, am I upset that I can't walk? No, I'm going to walk again. There's no doubt about that. And if I don't, what am I gonna do? Quit? No. What is quitting gonna give me? I'll just stay home. I'll stay home. I'll stay working on my craft. I'll be working even harder on these videos, because with or without my legs, I'm gonna make it. I don't care. And I'll if I don't, I'll die trying. And that's what I'm gonna do. God bless y'all. And you know, this was a very different, interesting Shaggy's Ideas. I hope you guys enjoyed. And of course, like usual, if you're new here for some reason and you stuck around all the way to the end, well, and to, you know, everyone else, well, you know, like usual, 2 videos on the screen. You know, click one is YouTube suggested, and the other one is one I picked just for you. And if you're new here, like I said, stick around for more Shaggy's Ideas. Subscribe, because there's more self-improvement coming along the way. God bless y'all. Have a great night or day.